Well, lucky me, it's another landlord project, and here we have a rotted bathroom floor where the toilet had been leaking, evidently, and nobody decided to call me or let me know about it, or maybe the kid just splashed a lot of water, I don't know. But anyway, came in here, the floor is real soft. So, cut out a nice square here so we could get out all the old rotten wood. And you can see we got some damage here from the original 2x8s right around the toilet flange. Was really rotted bad. So I scabbed alongside a 2x6, so it'll give me the same level flat surface to get the new floor on. Of course, I scabbed one back here, and this, because this house was built like 30 years ago. And the way they did it back then, they had two different layers of plywood. You can see here. And the one's probably 7/16, 3/8. So, but I'm going back with called Vantec. It's really strong wood, especially in water areas. It'll withstand the water. But I got to go in 2 layers to get the same thickness. First, I got to put this down here, which is a quarter inch thick. I've got it already pre-cut, pretty much. Just got to, well, I've got to turn it around here. Okay, so I got this piece pre-cut, lay down in here. And see, I've got my hole started. So I'll finish cutting this out when I get my new flange and stuff in there. Where I had to cut the old toilet flange off, and when you do that, you have to come back with a coupler and the new toilet flange and a short piece of pipe, which I will, there it is. Another little short piece of pipe to glue all this back together and get it to the floor and all that fun stuff. Get a new wax ring for it. So I'll finish getting this hole trimmed out. Will work just right. Then I'll use this as a template for my larger, that's like almost 3/4 inch Vantec board. I'll use this as a template to cut it. Okay, here's your tip too. So when you go to cut this hole out with your jigsaw to fine tune it, be sure to shove your rag or something down there, because you don't want chunks of wood going down your sewer pipe causing a blockage later on. That would just cause you more work. That's no fun. So there we go. Okay, here you go. I've cut my second piece here. Vantec, that's the name of that stuff. If you're going to be any areas where there's going to be water, that's the stuff to use. And so now I've got this down, and you can see it is level, perfectly level with my original floor. Got that going on, and got that glued in there. So I just got to shoot down a bunch of screws, get it good and tight, put down my new flooring, and set the toilet and all that fun stuff. Still a few more hours to go probably. The flooring's going to be slow. Tip here, when you go to change these, put on these new flanges, of course this pipe here, glue it into place. But as long as you leave it up where you get a good tight fit as it presses down, don't glue this piece. That way in the future, if the flange ever gets broken, or if they ever got another floor problem and the flange has to come up, or the floor has to come up, you can just take out the 4 screws and lift it right off. If you glue all this solid, then you have to break it all off. You have to crawl, may have to crawl underneath the house, hello, I can't talk. Crawl underneath the house, cut the pipes, re-glue everything. It creates a whole lot more work in the future, so just try to think ahead of time to make the next person, if it's me or someone else, it might be a little easier to work on. Look at there. Good and strong now. No more rotten floor. I just go get some my new laminated flooring and put down there. It's made out of plastic, like a material, so it's good for bathroom area. So I'm going to try that for the first time in a bathroom. Okay, as you see, I'm going down with my new flooring. This is some really good stuff. It comes with a 25-year warranty. It's called Congolium. Now it runs me like $1.89 a square foot. It's not cheap, but it's good for wet areas, dry areas. And it's quick to put down because you can just cut it with a utility knife. Of course, I'm putting it here in the bathroom. Normally, that laminated flooring, it's made out of wood, you can't do this at all. It'd get wet and just freak out and wouldn't last no time at all. But this is okay for wet areas. And I'm going ahead and also putting down a vapor barrier too. You can see my plastic I've put down just for a little extra assurance. And but it's pretty simple. You just get your piece laid up here. You just peel this back. It exposes the I think it's called pressure sensitive tape. And you put down your board and go to the next. It goes down really quick. And very little waste because you don't have to worry about locking the ends in like you do with laminated flooring. It seems like I get a lot more waste when I use laminated, but this has very little waste. Works out very well. Okay, almost got this puppy wrapped up, and let's see, another tip here I was going to tell you, because inadvertently, you know, kids are always going to end up splashing water. It's going to come over the tub. It's going to go down here in this groove and end up getting into your subfloor. And so what I've got, this stuff right here, caulk strip. It's a plastic. It's a peel and stick. It's got some self-adhesive on the back. So you just bend it, put it in there like this. So that way, any water that comes over the side of the tub will hit the strip and then come out on the floor. Give it a chance to dry off instead of going down between the tub and the flooring, creating a big mess. So getting ready to set the toilet back in, and I got the floor all the way across. And so hopefully here in just a few minutes. Another tip for you: when you set your toilet, always do a dry run first. Meaning, don't install your wax ring. I always have to slow down when I say that. Don't install that unless you do a dry run. So you make sure your bolts are in position, and that's in good position. Then I'll tighten them down, and we'll snug her up. I would remember when you get new, always go back with new closet bolts. These are called closet bolts. And be sure to, you know, some people don't put the nut on first. They just stick the closet bolt in there and flop it around loose. And then, you know, slide it down through the hole on the toilet. But you should put your washer on here, put this nut so these are good and tight. And then set the wax ring here and then set the toilet on top of it. Squish it all down and put new washers and nuts on the toilet side. This project is finished. Toilet's down, flushed it several times, working good. No water leaks. And keep in mind, you know, this has been done. This house was we bought like 27 years ago, and that's the original floor. So it had never been done before. So hopefully this job will last another 27 years. Pretty good looking floor. Total time, probably 5.5, 6 hours, tear out, start and finish. Did it in 2 evenings. So, on to the next project. Have a great day. Okay. See you, bye. The last update to this video, I promise. But I've been reading up on this flooring because I'm so impressed with it. It's made by a company called Congolium. And this brand is called Connections, Congolium Connections. And I've had this sitting in water for 2 days. And it's just absolutely not affected at all by water. And it's called vinyl plank flooring. I guess that's the word what they call this stuff. And it's got that pressure sensitive tape. And when I was reading, they use this in like the space station and stuff like that. They need a very durable, lightweight flooring. And this is kind of what was developed from that. So, so if it's good enough for the space station, it should be good enough for your bathroom. Anyway, just thought it was pretty interesting how well that holds up. Been sitting there for 2 days. So, might be good for you too. See ya.